I'm a high school science teacher at Summit High School, and I was called to love on the people of Georgia during my summer break this past year.
My team was sent to love on refugees at a refugee camp. Most of these refugees were from a northern part of Georgia where Russia invaded in 2008.
They were given a small piece of land, and their government came in and built small houses, very modest houses.
My team and I put on a sports camp for the refugees there that included crafts, sports, and a Bible story.
The beginning of the week they were very standoffish, but as we came in and just loved on their children, I think that's where they saw these people are for real. They love us. There's something different about them. So we built each day, we tried to build more relationships. And because of working with the children while we were there, their parents came along and then the elders of the village. So by the end of the week, we were able to make contact with the majority of the people who live there.
We got to go to orphanages during the day, and we got to show love to the children and the directors. At the special needs orphanage, when we started playing the music, they started dancing.
And several of the children have gotten up and they're grabbing our hands and dancing around, and just to see the joy not only on their faces but the faces of the workers. And that was something that we paid close attention to after that visit, is that not only were we ministering to the children, but to the workers who are there day in and day out. On the very last day, we brought food in and we brought drinks in, and it wasn't we're just meeting physical needs. It was more of a let's have a big celebration.
We had the opportunity to pass out Operation Christmas Child boxes when the pastor's wife started explaining to the children that they were going to get a gift. Their faces literally just exploded. It was truly like Christmas in July. They took the boxes and they ran home to show their parents.
From there, we were actually able to go out into the village, which we had not done before.
One lady invited us into her home, and her son his ears were folded over and he was deaf. And the Georgians that were with us talked to her, and she was open to having a Bible study started in her home.
There was a huge difference between the first day we got there and the last. By the end of the week, they were a lot more open to allow us to tell stories and to sing songs.
It was almost like you felt like a lack of hope in the village. But on the last day that we passed out the boxes, it was like this huge wave of just God's love like washed over the village, and you just saw hope in the parents' eyes and like joy in the kids' eyes.
They craved something. They wanted something, and I felt like what we were bringing and what we wanted to share, not it just be love, but also the message of Jesus Christ, it was something they wanted back. They want back. And so I feel like we opened doors, our seeds were planted, but there's so much more.
It was hard, but God truly worked through us. Language was no barrier when it came to showing God's love to these children.
That's why I want to go back. I don't feel like I'm done. I don't feel like that we're done. I feel like there's a lot more that we in our particular area can do to help and share with the orphans and the people of Georgia.